Good morning, good evening, good night, whenever you guys are watching this channel. First, subscribe. I was on here on YouTube and I run across this video here with Candace Owens debating Newsome. Newsome is a co-founder of Black Lives Matter. But believe it or not, they really like each other in a way. You know, they disagree on a lot of things, most things they disagree on. But at the end of everything, they really respect each other. And you also have Brandon Tandem there. He's like the middleman. You watch his show. He's got a YouTube channel. He's got a book out there, and he's more on the conservative side, and Newsome is more on the left side. But anyway, let's sit back and watch this video, some of this video together, and tell me what you think. Check it out.
I see people whose country has been ravaged by atrocity after atrocity, earthquakes, hurricanes, the Clintons, like these people are hopeless, and they are trying to make it to the land of opportunity. I'm not having a whole debate, but as a Christian, I feel compassion for those people. The imagery, when it first hit, looked terrible, right? Now, even looking at this, it does evoke. Like, I would love for you all to look up a study by the American Psychology Association about racial trauma, right? Because it's really a thing, and it has a similar effect as PTSD. Any soldiers out there, you might know what I'm talking about. But with that PTSD, looking at this, it makes me think about slavery. Now, they came out with the and I'm gonna finish quick with respect. The story about the whips, I was like, wow, this is effing horrible, right? But I see people in a really destitute, 15,000 people who are starving, who are just seeking a better opportunity. And I see them being exploited by the media, by this administration. Listen, when the Mexicans were at the border and Trump was in office, all of these same Democrats, AOC, Pelosi, Schumer, they all ran to the border, right? Trump is the worst person in the world. But I was the one standing up in the dark, the lone voice, saying Obama's immigration policies were atrocious. Trump's doing the same thing. Now Biden's doing it all over again. And flip-flopping Kamala 2 months ago said, I can't do anything about immigration. It's out of my hands. It's too much to handle. The fact of the matter is, Democrats nor Republicans have figured out immigration, period.
I would say, yeah, well, we didn't have this going on when Trump was president, though, obviously. The numbers that are coming in right now are like nothing we've ever seen before. And I think a wall would work, but also maybe not, because they're taking flights. Yeah, why do you think they're coming now?
What? Those Haitians weren't,
Yeah,
there were thousands coming to the border when Trump was president.
Yeah, but
like, people come to America.
We did not have a surge.
People come to America. Most of the people here
Let's be
today.
realistic. We did not have a surge of Haitians showing up at our border when Trump was president. So I'm just asking a question. Why do you think they're coming now?
Okay, I'm gonna pause it right there, because Newsome, he's gonna give you a long political answer. I'm gonna just give you the short answer what Candace asked. The reason why more people are coming across the border now than they were under Trump, because Trump did not play those political games. He didn't play them with Russia or China, and there at the border, he just say remain in Mexico. With Biden, he's playing these political games. He's been playing political games since he's been in politics. He'll tell you one thing. Check this video out right here, what he was talking about Afghanistan, about pulling people out, and then he did the opposite of what he said that we shouldn't do.
And it makes a big difference to tell the American people the truth about what our options are in ending this war. If tomorrow the order goes out from I'm President of the United States, I issue an order, end the war today, begin to withdraw all American troops. It will take a year to get the American troops out. Do you hear me now? That's the truth. It will take a year to get them physically out. Now, if you leave all the equipment behind, you might be able to do it in 7 months. And you leave those billions of dollars of weapons behind, I promise they're going to be used against your grandchild and mine someday.
We're all worried about the aircraft carrier Gerald Ford, $12 billion, the most expensive aircraft carrier in history. We could have had 7 of them for the price of money, for the price of weapons that we've left in Afghanistan. We talk about Abrams tanks. The weapon depot that we left in Afghanistan has an equivalent worth of 3 times of all the Abrams tanks that we've ever deployed, we've ever had in the Army. And then finally, we're all upset about the F-35 fighter, the $90 million boondoggle, some people think it is. We could have had 1,000 of those for the amount of equipment we left in Afghanistan. So this is the greatest loss of military equipment in the history of warfare by one power. It's absolutely staggering, and yet we take it so nonchalantly. The people responsible for this should be either fired or resign. They've done so much damage to the United States, and they've empowered a pre-civilizational terrorist band into making them into a considerable, militia that will cause havoc for the next 20 years.
All right, but anyway, we'll continue with this video.
You know what? The world is in a destitute place. We were ravaged by COVID, whether you believe in COVID or not. The economy was shut down. There's been a lot of problems. Like, America has a problem with black migrants, with migrants of color. When they were rounding people up, I didn't see one Russian person in handcuffs. Like when we had the raids in New York, when I used to have to go to make sure that ICE wasn't beating the crap out of people, it wasn't in white neighborhoods. So you mean to tell me white people aren't here illegally?
America has a problem with black immigrants, or brown immigrants? What are you saying? I want to get this straight from you.
Well, I don't.
Are you including Mexicans?
Yes.
Do you know that they account for over 50% of all of our immigrants? We have a problem with over 50% of all of our immigrants.
But what about the Asian immigrants?
Well, they can't run over the border, so they actually come in legally.
So
Asia's pretty far.
Wait. We've been here before.
Yeah.
We've been here before. There are 2 borders. People sneak into this country of all walks of life. Stop making.
How many illegal Asian immigrants do you think we have in America?
Give people the truth.
I'm telling you the truth.
Everybody comes into the country, and Democrats and Republicans alike make these exploitative mockeries of immigration by just pointing to the ones who are of color, who are politically poignant.
African immigrants come here illegally. No, this is just not true. Hulk, I can't just let you say something that just makes no sense. Okay? African immigrants come here legally. Asian immigrants come here legally. They're separated by oceans, so yes, that's the reason why.
Come here illegally as well.
But not in the issue that we have right now. Not in a surge. Yes, there are some. Yes, there are some illegal African immigrants. There aren't 200,000 at the border trying to come in. Okay, that just is not what's happening. Be realistic. The illegal immigration problem is almost exclusively a problem that's happening at the south of the border.
You paint with these wide brushes and you deny people the truth.
You're not painting with any brushes.
Do me a favor, to everybody who's watching, stop listening to people on TV and read a effing book.
Okay,
I brought up Thomas Sowell.
Use Google.
Let me jump in.
I brought up 3 Thomas Sowell books.
Let me jump in.
Listen.
I brought up 3 Thomas Sowell books, and you shut those down too. So do you what do you want?
Let me interject. Right?
John Henry Clark.
Let me interject.
Let's talk about black authors who I read. Like, I'm a huge fan of James Baldwin. Like, just because I don't read thank you. You can clap. You can clap. It's all right. It's all right to be a lone person in the majority. No, it's really okay. It's real, especially when people are trying to suppress your thoughts.
Nobody is suppressing your thoughts. I'm suppressing what is actually incorrect, and I'm correcting it, and you're getting upset. And when I correct it with an actual book, you say that book is not good enough. And then when I correct it with an actual fact, you say go read a book.
This is very simple. We have immigration laws. It's very simple. If you want to come through a port of entry. Nobody gets rejected at a port of entry. You go through a proceeding. Now, if you go under the fence, you go over the fence, you start getting caught out on the Rio Grande, you're going to get detained. It's very simple. It's very simple. We can work on some of our immigration laws, but we do allow more immigrants in our country than any other country in the world. Millions a year, legally.
And the overwhelming majority are immigrants of color. So I'm slapping down your lie that we're somehow
racist
in terms of the immigrants that we're accepting.
No, but you stop talking when she talks. That's what I'm saying. Go ahead,
you've been talking for like, you got a whole show going on. I'm just going to say this.
It's like a breath of fresh air to some.
When we talk about racism and you talk about the bias against people of color. I mean, the Border Patrol agents are 60% Hispanic. So most of the Border Patrol are people of color in the first place. So I don't believe in the racism that you are portraying. When I look at what happens with AOC and them running to the border when Trump was in office because they were trying to draw attention to make Trump look bad. Now they don't want to go to the border because they don't want you to know what's happening. You're talking about 15,000 people. Not only have they came over here illegally, not only have they breached and pretty much invaded our country, they do not have satisfactory conditions that they're living in. We cannot offer them proper food. We cannot offer them proper housing. We cannot offer them safety. And the reason why they're coming here,
do that for Afghanistan.
Listen, the reason why they're coming here is because our administration is pretty much telling them it's an open border. You come here, you get in, you have amnesty. That is the reason why they're coming here and putting their lives on the line.
I'm with you, right? I'm with you. Like, listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying.
I think that was like 40 seconds right there. I did that.
Okay,
in 40 seconds.
I'm gonna do it real quick. I'm gonna do it real quick.
No, he's not.
As a Christian.
No, he's not.
Probably won't, right? As a Christian.
Like a Black Panther.
I'm gonna pause it right there. I'm gonna let you guys go. But I tell you what, I'll put a link in the description below for this full video. And as you can see, they really enjoy each other. They really like debating each other. I say at the end of this video or at the end of this debate, they probably all went out and had drinks and dinner together. But anyway, thanks for watching and subscribe to my channel and have a great day.